Hello YouTube, and I'm here playing doing a video on this recording of a replay of War Games European Escalation. I've been playing this game a lot and loving it, and Protocol got it. So I was playing with Protocol. Right here is a random. Here, I'll adjust. Right here's a random. Right here right here's Protocol, and I am on the right flank setting up some artillery. So this is the deployment phase. I'm going to speed it up because I can. And then I'm going to look over the armies just because I think you would like that. Alright, I'm going to slow it down too much. Those are other people saying what they're going to do on the other team. See, right now I'm neutral so I can see all teams. So this is my army. Pause it. This is my army set up here. I got some of these awesome recon jeeps with ghost gunners, the best type of gunners. They have grenade launchers, do a lot of damage. I got these armed supply trucks. They're useless in combat, but since they're armed, they don't get captured, which is nice. I got some of these tanks over here. You know, some anti-air. These are pretty good anti-air. And they're also good for suppressing tanks and other vehicles. These are really good tanks right here. And I got some of these anti-tank missile launchers. And I got some of these anti-tanks with wheels. And over here I got 4 of these artillery pieces in front of my, or behind my forward operating base. Over here I got my UAZ, some missile launching anti-air that also have guns. And I got some fully experienced missile launchers, or anti-tank infantry, because adding experience help them actually hit, otherwise they'll miss. So Proto, my best botanist bud, Proto, my calls, has brought some of these infantry. And right here he brought some of these anti-air cannon. And over here, got some of these tanks. Oh, what are they? T-72As. Got like 8 of them. Got 4 of these T-80Bs. Some more T-64s. 1 recon vehicle with no gun. And some T-62s. A lot of T-62s. And he also got a recon chopper. And that's what Proto McCall got. And this guy's got a lot of vehicles just chilling in the woods. We got one of these missile launchers with some experience. He's got experience. He looks like he actually put experience into his troops. He's got some of these anti-tank jeeps with experience. Very good. He's got some of that. And he's got 2 of these armed command vehicles. So I guess he has the best army because he has experience. None of us have experience on our troops. They're fresh recruits out of the old Mother Russia and wherever else they may come from. So I'm going to take a quick look at our enemy. See, they got Blackhawks with special forces in them. Sadly, the Blackhawks do not come equipped with miniguns because that would be too boss. Some more Blackhawks. They don't have any experience on their troops either. They got a lot of these light infantry, or light vehicles, not infantry vehicles. They got some of these German anti-guns, anti-air guns. They got in this supply truck, you know, these dudes, these tank destroyers, some more flat guns, 3 forward operating bases, and some artillery. Some OP artillery, I might add, because this artillery will kill even your tanks. It's ridiculous. And they got some missile launchers here. So we're gonna go on this side, and we're gonna have a quick gander. This guy brought quite a bit of tanks, some light vehicles, a recon vehicle. Looks pretty boss. He's got some of these starship tanks that launch missiles with experience too. That's cool. And back here he's got these little vehicles with their cute little guns. Look at that. And he's got some missiles. You know, more cute vehicles. Armored APC with no, command vehicle with no gun, but it has an air conditioner. Got some supply trucks. More missiles. Another recon vehicle. So he has a pretty good army. And this guy has some craft Mark II. And he's got these big tanks. These are Challenger? Yeah, he's got 4 Challengers out on the field. These tanks kick ass. I'm gonna get some close up because Cold likes the Challenger. Because Cold's intelligent. Look, a fire extinguisher. That's funny. And, you know, he's got some more of these craft things. Another British. This guy went for a very British looking army. So I'm pretty sure all these units are British units. Maybe even the anti-air? I can't tell. I don't see any symbols on them, so they're not from Germany, because Germany has the symbols on the side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all British, except for the command vehicle. I think that's American. And they want to defend that point. You know, stuff and things, so I'm just going to hit the play button, because I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talk. Oh, this guy's going to launch his special forces right into action. I can't like zoom. As you can see right there, I'm shooting my artillery randomly. And they set up a symbol to attack. And I'm just shooting this direction to help, because Product McCall's main objective was to capture this bit of woods right here. So I was helping him out by softening up the area where I think bad guys are going to come from. And as you can see, my guys are going to move up to Oscar, and this is the enemy's artillery. As you can see, I'm moving my command vehicle out of the thing, and they actually damaged my dudes, because the artillery is just so strong. But they're mostly missing, which is good for me. Right here, there's a signal of help. I don't know, I think that was from the other guys. Yeah, that was for the other guys. We didn't do that. We weren't pinging a lot. Right here's Protocol's recon unit coming into contact with the elements of this guy's stuff. You're gonna take some pot shots at him, but this recon's unarmed, so he cannot shoot back. I'm trying to tell. As you can see, they're using all their stuff on this guy. They really hate this recon unit. Eventually, he routs, and some missiles hit him. He dies a horrible, horrible death. So right here I capture 5, and I'm shooting back at his artillery. But he has a lot more artillery, and it's more accurate, because he has a recon squad right there calling it in. As you can see, it's actually damaging my armored vehicles, like their infantry, which is kind of ridiculous. I hope they patch that, where the artillery, and right there they killed one of my recon jeeps. So I decided to move out, try to get him to waste some of his rounds. He's going to keep shooting. And I think I redirect my target over to Protocol side at this time to help him out. So as you can see, he's got a lot of these mortars shooting directly at him. And right there, he's taking down some of those StarCraft. He's got some critical impacts, and he's starting to lose his men. They're getting close enough to start using their guns to soften up the armor. there. The NATO side is desperately wanting to kill my artillery, because right now I'm just trying to shoot back at them. I'm just missing so much. But at the time I didn't know I was missing, or how close I was. And right there I got a really good shot stunning his men. Yeah, I even damaged them. So right now, Protocol's setting up in the woods. He's got his infantry out, ready to shoot. And my allies over here is also shooting some really good artillery support. And they're pushing up, and the infantry are going to start shooting them and taking them out with their RPGs. So do not approach with tanks. Do not approach woods, because if there is infantry in the woods, they will win. These tanks are shooting just an all-out slaughterhouse in the middle. There's very little else happening anywhere else. Took out the refinery. Those mortar things just absolutely ripping his infantry up. Over here, there was some fighting, but not much anymore. I was really focused along the protocol to the center. So eventually I shift, I start attacking here. Or I don't start attacking, I just move up, because I didn't know that there's enemies there, to get away from his artillery mostly. And then I quickly I don't know if I find these enemies actually. I think I move out, because I decided that I'm just going to move over here and take one of these places over here. The Blackhawks come, and I decide to shoot them down for some free points. And what they're trying to do is they want to get their Blackhawks over to sight in my artillery so they know exactly where it is, so they can start getting some really good shots on it. But it's all good with me, because I get points. As you can see right now, they're winning, which is bad. Right now I'm taking pot shots at the dudes in here. As you can see, they got some anti-missile units. Kill something. Kill one of those recon vehicles. And moving in some Delta Force. Or they were there. Delta Force is trying to spot me. Right now I'm laying down some heavy fire. I'm trying to take out some of these anti-tanks. I got one. Just moving out. Right now the enemy's backed off because they lost too many dudes in the fight for the middle. Protocol's pushing up some tanks. See what he can see. Take some pot shots. Here comes a missile. Boom! These missiles are very deadly in the right hands. He's taking some shots. He's moving around. As you can see, the mortars are shooting a bit too close. A bit too short range. And right there, that tank gets hit and it's out. And now his tanks are advancing backwards, because that's the intelligent thing to do. Getting some shots off. They kill one of the Bradleys, and they damage the other one slightly. As you can see, they have good experience. And Protocol has vehicles over here. He's taking shots with the recoilless rifle. Very good cannon. Killed one. The other ones are damaged. They're going to shoot their rockets. Miss. Oh, those are artillery. My bad. They're going to start firing artillery on them. Right there, he takes them out. These rocket dudes are getting the hell out of there, because they're just not designed for this type of combat. They're falling back. Right here comes my units, just breezing on through this highway like they own the place. Because technically they do. Right now I'm starting to feel the pain of that earlier thing. They do take out my FOB. Right there it goes. It disappears into nothingness. I start moving my dudes around. But right now I'm laying down some artillery support down over this direction. Going to launch missiles. These jeeps with the invisible gunners to take out his tanks. The middle was definitely where most of the fighting happened. But over here you can see our ally pushing up into this little town thing, shooting some missiles off, trying to take out some of these vehicles. Right now, they really want to take this artillery out. They're pissed. They're bringing in some Delta Force, which are really badasses. And I lost my command vehicle to artillery, so I'm trying to move out, get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. These guys are kind of stunned. Oh, shoot. I guess I don't try to move out just yet. Basically, my whole thing was my artillery being attacked, which is good because I was distracting the enemy from using his artillery elsewhere. So right there, this tank almost gets hit by a rocket, just barely misses. So you can see this team doing their best, but they just can't seem to land a good hit. Except right there, take that vehicle out. And the vehicles, they can't see into the town where the enemies really are, so they're prey, man. Nothing they can do. So he's bringing in some of these APCs. They're shooting at that vehicle, or that helicopter. The helicopter's falling back. I call in, I'm like, defend this thing, man. And the enemy says to attack this location, because they know that there's bad guys there. Right there, he loses some more. As you can see on the scoreboard, very close. It's a very close battle. And right there, this guy surrenders. He just can't take it. It's one of our enemies. Right there, that rifle squad, caught out in the open. Which their APC gets destroyed by this helicopter, who is running out of missiles. So they're taking shots, doing very accurate shots at these guys. So as you can see at this point, we are winning slightly with 93 or 98 points, where they only have 51. So, and then this is where we see the challengers. As you can see, they are a bit hurt. One of them's really hurt, the other one's just scratched up. The other one's fine. It's just like, yeah, done this before. So right now, my units are just kind of hanging out with protocols units. I got some infantry in here. Try and hold this middle, because we don't want them capturing any more points than they're already getting. Which they're not really getting all that much. Right here, the special forces are moving in. And my guys are routing. So they are really getting hammered by that artillery. Heavy damage is happening. I'm falling back all my other dudes I can. See the Delta Force? Just kind of chillax here. And right there, some of their artillery gets really close to their own Delta Force. So right here, my ally marks this thing to be attacked, the challengers. And I'm like, alright, I just tell my dudes to rush it up this highway. And I'm like, gotta kill that challenger. Right there, one of them goes down. So, as you can see, rolling forward. I'm just rushing everything I got. I'm pounding on it. Right now there's only one left and it goes down. My guys are still moving forward because they're just so excited to get some shots in on a challenger. But now that that's over, as you can see, I am trailing behind in points, which is unusual. Usually I'm the best. So right there, they're taking some choice hits on some whirly birds. I think I am. No, that's my ally. So, as you can see at this point, we have the most zones under our control, so we're getting the most points to buy more units. They are kind of suffering. the exact opposite things happening to them. They got very few points. So I'm falling back these dudes. As you can see, I lost one to the onslaught of artillery. It's just some broken vehicles. So you can see my repair truck has a bit of a fire in the front. Just a little fire. Right here, I'm resupplying my supply chopper I was giving to Protocol in the middle to repair and rearm his troops. And Protocol and I were voice chatting during this, so we didn't have to talk or communicate to each other. As you can see, our allies bringing up a very strong Russian tank here, the T-80U. And the enemy is bringing up a gunship helicopter, and right here is a T-62N just chugging along, doing some scouting. It's all on fire and whatnot. Right now, got some of the self-propelled artillery my ally has, and he's just shooting this way randomly. Yeah, I don't like artillery that much. I usually only bring 4 units or 2 rocket units. Right there, the command vehicle just gets owned. And this guy's starting to run out of fuel. And this is the point where our last, or the second ally, or enemy, rather, surrenders. Ally being NATO, that is. Alright, now this area is getting pounded by artillery because he refueled his position when he shot. And they get hit. But it's okay, they can take it. They're just gonna roll out. As you can see, Protocol was telling me that some of his tanks were in here and they were out of fuel. You gotta watch out for that, because your guys will run dry on fuel. Right now, our enemy has some of these super tanks. The Super M60. Pretty awesome. They're not called Super M60 for nothing. And they're taking aim at something. Right there they go. They are absolutely killing whatever the hell this is. Three solid hits and it's gone, and there goes some random missile. Right he's out of the forest. He gets 2 great shots on these missile launchers. I think they're, anti-air missiles, but he loses those tanks. They get vaporized by the Super M60. And you guys are rearming. Right there's a Gazelle recon chopper. So this guy decides to move his tanks into the forest, which you don't usually do at all. It's a bad idea. And over here, I'm landing some special forces in this woods to do some recon, because I know the enemy is here somewhere, and I know that they would put their command vehicle in the woods, which they have. It's over here. So I just decided to do a little bit of recon with my special forces. That's what they're there for, Spetsnaz. And they are going to come, and then I decided to buy some more infantry. Right here I come into contact with these vehicles. They're shooting with machine guns, and they're doing lots of damage to my Spetsnaz, which are now panicked. But these guys are also panicked because I got some good shots on them. So I kill one of the vehicles and then I start running away, because that was a fight I'm losing. He also runs away. So over here, the enemy super tanks are chasing down Protocol's tanks like a game of cat and mouse in the woods. And Protocol, this is anti-aircraft artillery. And Protocol's anti-aircraft is low on fuel. And this one's out of fuel, so they're kind of stuck. However, there's some order here to attack by my ally. I don't think I attack, actually. Right here, I move these guys up and try and get them into the woods. And right now they're shooting at these tow missiles. Getting some good shots in. Right there, 2 missiles barreling towards me. One of them makes a hit, leaving behind a lone rifleman that crawls out of the wreckage. There's nothing really happening there. Right there, I take out the toes along with my friend Totem Calls. And I'm gonna start moving up. I want to get these guys in the woods to take out these super tanks. But right now he's moving up some enemies for some reinforcements. They're getting some hits in. My dudes are panicked. I dismount my infantry and run them towards this wood line while shooting missiles. So this guy's routing. My Spetsnaz are freaking the hell out, and these guys are out of fuel. Eventually my reinforced infantry will get there and help out. Right there, my APCs are taking heavy fire. And I'm pushing up my infantry while they're distracted. The tanks are distracted. And right here comes some ally artillery. Right there goes some missiles out into Nowheresville, because that's the best place to put missiles. I'm charging up my infantry like they're madmen. And right now they're getting shot at. There goes 1, 2, to slaughterhouse. Everyone just dies. Not a good idea. And this place is getting some very heavy damage by artillery. Very heavy damage. I got these troop transports coming in. They have rockets. I always try to buy the ones armed with rockets. Right now, these guys are taking pot shots at the command vehicle. The enemy just left, kind of chillaxing. And I got my transport helicopters taking shots. Eventually, we kill it, which is good. They're worth a lot of points. I'm just charging my tanks up here to do some recon, because I have, as you can see, we got a pretty good lead. And we have so many points from all the zones we've captured. So this is a bad idea because I think I divert them. Maybe I don't. But maybe not this unit. I know I divert one of these units. So they're going to charge through the town. And right now, as you can see, I'm pushing my APCs up into the forest here. But as you can see, my tanks, I do divert them, okay. I thought I did. I got some Spetsnaz in the corner, and they're looking over everything. All four of them. And right now I'm putting my infantry in the woods, looking for his command vehicle. Disembarking some, have some tanks. And these tanks over here, as you can see, the special forces actually take one out. This tank's ready to shoot, but these guys got missiles, and they're very close. And they just wipe that tank out. And the other tanks I also divert into the wood fight. The enemy calls reinforcements here, in which case I take shots at from both the Spetsnaz and my tanks in the woods, doing some pretty hefty damage. So right there you can see some RPGs, and I also got my helicopter laying down some rocket fire. Right there is firing computers rebooting. So you can't shoot. These tanks are shooting. And these guys are coming out of the woods, getting shot by machine gun fire. These guys are heavily damaged. And my T-62s are kind of exposed right there. They take that guy. Enemies pushing up the last of his tank carriers. They're getting good shots on my T-62s, almost killing all of them. And right there, that finishes them all off. 2 volleys and they're all dead. This guy's routing. I have my helicopters laying down some support to try and finish him off. I still got some. I got 1 T-62 and some personnel carriers, which are not going to do anything against these tanks because they got machine guns. So I'm calling in reinforcements here, more infantry. Got a T-62 running away towards this light armored vehicle. As you can see, these armored personnel carriers don't make it far before turning into Swiss cheese. And right here, my T-62 comes across his recon vehicle, in which case it routes and it's running very low on fuel. As you can see, it's routing towards the enemy because that's the smartest thing to do. So he's very panicked. He's just freaking out. He doesn't know what to do. He's on rough ground. He's running out. He's out of fuel. He can't run away anymore. So he's charging. He's trying to aim his gun, but he just routes. He doesn't know. So this guy runs out of bullets. So I call in a supply chopper. As you can see, I got some of these supply trucks coming in, but they're out. I think I'm moving them to a forward operating base somewhere. Alright, here these guys are empty. This is pretty much, the battle's pretty much over at this point. This guy's launching some artillery on protocol. Middle point. And right now they're getting in some helicopter on helicopter battles. But I got some of this anti-air right here. Right there, and then this guy dies, and I finish off the last of the Cobras. And this guy's taking pot shots at these dudes over here, but he pulls back because he got damaged. Right here, he captured a forward operating base over here, our ally did. And the enemy is pretty much screwed at this point. They don't have much troops to fight with. They're calling in more, as you can see here. And right now I got some artillery. I think they're mine. Firing on this location. Yeah, they're mine. There's only 3 shells. And they're very inaccurate, just, you know, almost taking out my own vehicle. And right here, these dudes come under some heavy fire. These are protocols troops. See, right now, for some reason, these guys don't see the tank destroyer, so they can't shoot back. Right there, they start shooting. So they see where it is now. I got other dudes over here shooting. Sadly, these missiles are just tearing them up. Right there, they get some good shots in. Not enough, they're starting to panic. That one routes. Right there, they take out one. Right now, as you can see, they're out of supplies. So this guy's going to run out of ammo. He only has 6 shots left before he's useless. And these guys are actually running low on ammo. So right here, I bring in some reinforcements. They get shot up a bit, but I was able to dismount and they start shooting back. The infantry starts taking some shots with RPGs and throwing their grenades. I also got my supply chopper back there and a transport chopper. And as you can see, there's also a flamethrower. As you can see, these tanks are, they should really back up at this point, but they're not. So this guy's routing. My infantry staying here, throwing grenades. Trying to finish him off. Luke surrenders, knowing that he's going to lose anyways, so instead of dragging it out, he just gives up. This was a very fun battle, because at the beginning we were losing, but we turned it around, which is hard to do. So basically, here's our scores. This one person got 7,000 points. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Oh, casualties. My bad, I read it wrong. The points are over on this side. So their team, their highest score is 2,975, while our highest score is 3,279 by protocol. And then I surpassed my ally, or our ally, by 3,165 points. And then coming in at 2,765 points is our ally, which did very good. We played with him in the previous battle. He was slaughtered terribly. But we were too, so I guess it's not that bad. So Protocol gave up the most casualties. Well, not give up, he fought. He lost the most. But this guy lost a lot more. So 9,000 worth. Man. Can I look at? Oh, I can't look at the finer details, but that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this mission or replay, because it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Alright, see you later.